cutting through the middle. Aria for three.
Kia ora e te whānau, nau mai, haere mai, nau mai, hoki mai, ki te whakataitai, Whutu Paoro, Ty Mitchell 2025. Welcome to the Ty Mitchell 2025 here at Rotorua Boys High School. My name is Regan Williams, and I'm here with Aotearoa Ohia, and we're here for the Ty Mitchell Final 2025 between Tauranga West and Tauranga East. Should be a big game today, Aotearoa. Looking forward to this one. Both teams have been playing really well throughout the tournament. How are you seeing it?
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I'm lucky enough to have a foot in both camps with these teams, Regan. Being a Tauranga West coach for a long time, but my son is part of the Tauranga East team this year. I'm just hoping that it's a cracker game. I feel very lucky and privileged that it happened, as being from Tauranga, that it's two Tauranga teams in the final.
Yeah, well, the Tauranga West team have been quite dominant throughout this tournament, Ats, and I think, if Tauranga East want to have a good go at this, they have to start really well, because this Tauranga West have got some dominant players throughout their team. And I'm really, really excited to see how Tauranga East go.
Yep, Tauranga West will definitely be the favourites in this game. They've gone through this tournament unbeaten. They also played Tauranga East earlier in the round and beat them pretty well. I just see the Tauranga West coaches coming our way, giving us a wave. They're happy to be here, really stoked. But I guess the expectation is that Tauranga West should win this one, Reg, but it doesn't always work like that. We know how finals can be.
Yeah, well, finals footy is always different, mate, especially on the day. You can see that Rotorua Maroon and the Tauranga West girls there, they were struggling earlier on in that game. The Maroon, all week they've been playing really well. Come to the final, they just couldn't pick it up. So you just don't know what happens on finals day. But these boys are going to be really, really proud at the end of the day that they've played 5 days of hard footy. And, doesn't matter who wins at the end, at least they know they've put their all into it.
Yeah, that's right. I know with Tauranga East yesterday, they had to win two very gritty games in order to make the semi-final. So they managed to get over in a close one against Maroon and then go into the semi-final and come back from 12-0 down to win to make this final. So they've already done themselves really, really proud. And as you said, they'll be looking to get stuck into this game early. Both teams are talented across the board and have some great strike players. I think the big difference is Tauranga West has a really strong kicking game, and they back that up with a very, very good chase.
Yeah, well, that'll be interesting to see, because I know I've watched East a couple of games, and they've got a young boy on the wing who, is quite outstanding, and I'm looking forward to see how he goes, young Braxton Finnis. But I hear that Tauranga West have a young Lucas McDermott who's just causing havoc out there, so really excited to see how he goes in this final. Just want to give a bit of props up to the coaches of both teams, Fletcher Carpenter, Lee Vaughan and Blair Tristram from the Tauranga West. Fletcher Carpenter is a well-known name in Tauranga now, come from Palmy Boys, playing rugby for Te Puke Sports, and outstanding player. So I'm sure he'll be sharing his knowledge and wisdom with them. Yep. And with the Tauranga East side, Regan Ward, Andy Lee, and Jeff Robb. And Jeff Robb has been around the Ty Mitchell circuits for about probably 55 years.
Yeah, that's right.
He's been here for years and years. I was having a chat to him yesterday about why he's got back involved, and he said to me that he's got nothing else to do. He's just about retired. So good on him for jumping back on board. If you ever need some sponsorship, contact Jeff Robb.
They're worth their weight in gold, though. People like Jeff Robb on the east side, who've got so much experience with Ty Mitchell, because it is quite a different tournament to any other. And the same with Blair Tristram for the Tauranga West. He's been around since I think well over 10 years now with the Ty Mitchell, so their experience in this situation is invaluable.
And that's awesome, like you say. All right, you can see the two teams lining up, just about ready to run onto the field. As they do, they'll be coming out and they'll do their haka to each other. And, the haka is an important tradition that goes along with the Ty Mitchell. Here you'll see them coming out. The East team is in the blue and yellow, and the Tauranga West team is in the blue and red. So, you know, a lot of these players will know each other. They probably play in the same teams as each other. So, looking forward to the big battle.
That's right. It's a bit of a mate versus mate. There'll be kids from the same clubs playing against each other. I'm looking forward to these haka. I'm sure I'll spot young TJ or Tapene Mika Jr., who loves haka. He's just as comfortable in a piu-piu as he is in his rugby boots. And I'm sure he'll get up for this haka. Look out for him in the middle of the circle. Great haka, crutches and all. Kārawe. Being from Tauranga Moana, Tauranga East will do the same haka. Our Tauranga Moana haka, which is Maunganui. Oh boy. Great haka.
Brilliant haka by both teams there. Seen the young fellow in Tauranga East just getting right into it. Looks like Alex Hollows, I think, number 22. He's just right amongst it, getting stuck into it. Good on you, boy. That's the one. Looking forward to this exciting final. Tauranga West running from right to left. Tauranga East got some dangerous players. A couple to watch out for is here. Number 7, James McNamee. He just gets into everything. And like I said earlier, their winger Braxton Finnis. And then Oliver Preston for Tauranga West. Lucas McDermott.
I think another key player to watch out for is the boy who's just taken this kickoff here, Te Hoi Gardner. As we know him in Tauranga, we call him Bolo. Te Hoi has had an outstanding tournament. You watch the school set on this fella.
East with the ball first up, ripped out there by Lucas McDermott straight away. Just unfortunate there, a little knock on by the West players, but you can see the strength there by McDermott early on in the game. Just ripped it out without a little bit of, without hassle.
Yeah, he's been a special player, young Lucas, in this tournament. He's a very balanced runner, but he's also very aggressive in the contact.
First scrum's always a battle. Aotearoa.
Yep, and we know both teams will put a bit of focus in here. That at Ty Mitchell, you can only push a metre and a half, but we see there, straight away, Tauranga West shows how good they are with a scrum turnover and a tight head.
Here we go. Nice little carry there by the number 8 from Tauranga West, Kale Essera. McDermott here. Good tackle there by the little man.
Alex Hollows.
What a great tackle there by that young man, Alex Hollows. He's the old haka man too.
Yep, like we talked about him earlier in the week. He's one of those players, you'll hear him before you see him, and he plays with a lot of passion, plays with his heart on his sleeve. And good signs for the East that they were able to take down a key player like Lucas early.
East win the scrum this time. See what they got to offer here. Out the back to the 12.
Good carry by Miller Ward there. He's been solid all tournament.
Here's Finnis here.
Carry by McNamee.
Tuhoro, Snowden Richards. He's had an excellent tournament, this young boy.
He will work all day to Horonuku. I hope this whole kura of Te Kura Kōkiri is all watching his final today.
Advantage here, head high by the Tauranga West team.
It's been a really good start from East. We talked about they had to get into this game early, and they definitely have. It looks like they could tap and run this one. McNamee will work. He will carry the ball about 20 times in this game. He loves to carry and tackle.
He's a machine. He's been a machine all week. He'll deserve his school holiday after this tournament. There he is again, Snowden Richards. Just unlucky there. Just didn't have the support in to seal the ball for him. Good defence though by the Tauranga West team. Managed to get the penalty and opted for a scrum.
Yeah, it's always interesting what these Ty Mitchell teams will do off a penalty tap. We don't kick it out that often in Ty Mitchell. Firstly, because not a lot of the kids have a boot, but also because the lineouts are a bit of a lottery. So often they'll do different things like tap and pass or tap and run or even tap, run and kick from penalties.
Here we go. Here he is here. Hollows. Goose step, gets on the outside, knocks it on. No advantage there to Tauranga West. Just unlucky, got the ball knocked out. Knocked it forward by young Hollows.
Yeah, Te Hoi Gardner probably didn't strike that ball as well as he had hoped. Gave Alex a little bit of an opportunity with some space on the edge. Unfortunately, couldn't quite hold on to it.
Going to be a good matchup, I think. McDermott versus Snowden Richards at 12.
Yeah, I'm wondering, does Te Hoi kick this again? He's been kicking very well this tournament.
Here they go. Great tackle there. Regathered though by the Tauranga West side. Passing it to the pod. Here he is, the fullback. McDermott spots a bit of space. Big fan there. Excellent run there. Lucas McDermott goes under the post. Takes the score to 5-0.
Yeah, great try there from Lucas McDermott. We had to talk about him earlier just before the game, and one of his outstanding skill sets, he runs with really good balance. He's strong and he's fast, but he's got this late fend that people just can't seem to tackle him. So we see in the replay, it's that late fend that the kids are really struggling with.
Yeah, and I think I like that fend because he pushes himself away from the player.
Keeps his balance too. But yep, a couple of key players for Tauranga Western, Gardner and McDermott linking up there.
Kick successful by Gardner. Takes the score out to 7-0 to the Tauranga West side. It's been a bit of a battle in the first 5 minutes. A couple of little fumbles here and there, but, you know, early nerves. Just want to thank our sponsors, the New Zealand Wasps, Legend, One Foundation and Local Gecko Productions, who do the live streaming. We've said it all week, and, you know, whānau across the world are watching this game, and they've watched a few of the games throughout the tournament, so, you know, awesome to have this live streaming. Good carry there by the number 8, Kale Esera. Just unlucky there for East. Big kick downfield by Gardner. Gets in behind the defence. Braxton Finnis, what's he got? Gets around McDermott. Excellent tackle there, though, by the West winger.
Great chase from Tauranga West. They always back up their good kicks with a good chase. That's why they've been so dominant in this tournament so far.
Good little pick and go there. Good defence, though, by the Tauranga West side. It's in the ruck there.
You haven't really seen this in their game through this tournament, which is a pick and go game. Something they've brought in for the final. Try and engage some of these defensive forwards of Tauranga West.
He's managed to retain that. Good little run there by Snowden Richards, just making a few metres. Good carry by McNamee. More metres, that's what they want, just inches and inches.
Tauranga West up to the task. They've pushed them back 10 metres here.
Good defence here. Here he goes. Hollows gets on the outside. Shows a bit of speed. Good seal there by Tūhoro Snowden Richards. McNamee once again. Good ball retention here by the Tauranga East team, but also excellent defence by West. Just around the ruck there. Got their little guard dogs there. So there's nowhere there for the east side to go.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of it was about there. They were looking to pick and go, try and pick up that penalty. They've done that. And now they'll go into Tauranga West half.
Good boy. Reset East.
Opted to kick for the line. Tauranga East to throw in.
Yeah, line-outs are always hard at Ty Mitchell. You can't lift at this age, so and all 8 forwards have to be in the line-out. So securing these line-outs is often difficult. Can be a little bit of a lottery. So good luck to Blaze, who's chucking it in here.
Yeah, there have been lotteries right throughout the tournament. The line-outs, Aotearoa, bit of an underarm throw.
Well done.
Nice hands here. Good hands out to the winger, number 11 from the east side. Boston Foley. McDermott.
Come up. There's a mismatch here. Come out, Tūhoro.
No advantage, says the ref. He'll take it back for a scrum to the West team. Just noticed there was a big hit from McNamee on McDermott, so, you know, you'll want to try and get a couple of those on the big man to stop him, but might take a little bit more than that to stop the big boy.
He's one of those special players, McDermott, but it looks like everyone's out there to try and stop him, and you can't argue with that. If they've got the right attitude, Tauranga East, anything can happen. They're really unlucky there. They created some good space for Boston out wide, but unfortunately they lost the pill.
Looks like a bit of rain coming down. Good carry there. Good tackle by Hollows, straight on the ball. Nice play, Alex Hollows. Oh, unlucky there, mate. I thought he might have released that on the tackle. There he goes again. Big carry there by the Hooper from the west side.
He's had a very good tournament, Daniel Hooper.
Bit of a gap there.
Stephen Thompson in 21.
Another carry there by Kenny. Nice long pass to Gardner. McDermott once again. There he goes. Looks like they might have set it up for McNamee to mark up on McDermott. He was just the one there that held him and knocked the ball on.
Yeah, that's right. And you have to do things like that when you know they've got a special player on the other side. You have to send a special player after them at times at this level. And McNamee definitely looks like he's up to the challenge. As I see young Te Rua there with his red mullet flowing. Hopefully he gets on the paddock too.
All the way from Matapi, that young boy.
Aye.
He'll go a long way.
as is Hendricks, the boy with the long curly hair in the Tauranga East team.
Just unlucky there, knocked that ball on, sort of left the scrum before he had the ball. Unlucky there. They didn't need that deep in their half, the Tauranga East side.
Yeah, Tauranga West will love this opportunity. They've got a talented backline. We've talked about McDermott and Gardner, but this 13, I can hear them calling him Razor. So Malo, he looks very talented, as does the winger, number 21, Stephen Thompson.
Big scrum by the East. Here he goes. Tuhuro on Gardner. Gardner's got him though. I like the way the Westers just go straight in on the ball as soon as they've made the tackle. Good ball retention though there, coming in from East.
Carry from Miller Ward. It's a very safe sound centre.
Yeah, good pass out the back there. Good offload off the ground there, coming from Boston Foley. They're looking pretty good out that edge. West have a quick throw in. Good heads up play there.
Good run there from Deacon Sylvester. There's young Tapene Mika with the offload to our 8. This 8 started off very strong.
Excellent offload there by Mika. Good carry forward, coming in by Kian Ranui.
I hope it was all haulers whānau at Pies Pars watching this game.
Good boy, Harry.
Up there at Taumata.
There he is, Gardner. You talked about him earlier. It looks like he's silky smooth with his running style.
Yep.
Atiro.
Yep, he's a multi-skilled athlete, plays plenty of sports, and he's got a very good skill set.
Good defence coming in from the East team. But I like the West are really good at retaining their ball around that ruck area.
Yeah, both the boys and the girls pride themselves around this breakdown area and being quickest and fastest to the breakdown.
Win the breakdown, you win the game, eh, is the old saying.
Yep.
Another knock on, though, by the West team. Good annoying defence there by the East team. They're just getting up in their face, holding their own. And the West are struggling to get through.
Yeah, I like the attitude from East. They've spread the ball a couple of times, but they've also held it in tight and gone to pick and goes. They've showed multiple levels of ability, but it's their defensive attitude, especially on some of their guns, that I like. They're doing themselves proud.
Yep, excellent attitude. That's the word we're looking for, Atiro. Attitude in the final is the difference. The will to win. Good hands. Another gap here for Snowden Richards. Just unlucky there. Big defence. Gardner throws out hollows. Be a Tauranga West ball.
Yep, that one didn't quite come off for them, but once again, good attitude. They created the space, and East just have to keep backing themselves to bring themselves into this game.
You'll have a look around. There's a big crowd here, even though it's there's rain and drizzle out there. There's still a big crowd, and every year they have a big crowd at the Ty Mitchell. So I just want to thank all the supporters and all the whānau for coming out and supporting this tournament, because it's a milestone for these kids at this age, and they'll never forget it. I remember when I played in the Ty Mitchell, still don't forget it. Went to a tournament in Kawerau. Got told not to ride the motorbikes, rode the motorbikes, fell off, in trouble. No game, first game.
Oh, and there's plenty of those stories. And if you look around in the rugby landscape at a professional level, you see them all over the place. Last night I watched New Zealand Māoris, and there's plenty of players in there who played Ty Mitchell. I saw Xavier Taile come in at midfield late in the game, but Zahn Sullivan and Cole Forbes all played Ty Mitchell rugby, as did Ollie Norris, who played for Tauranga West many years ago and has just been named in the All Blacks.
Yeah, he's a brilliant player, Ollie Norris. But yeah, this is something that these kids will never forget. You know, I remember playing in the Ty Mitchell. I remember this, I remember that. And they'll remember the weather from this Rotorua tournament.
That's right. We talked about the crowd, the crowd is very, very big, especially considering that the games are now live streamed, which could keep people at home, and also the fact that 2 Tauranga teams are in the final. There's still a huge crowd here in Rotorua.
Yeah, that's right. Good little kick there behind, but excellent take. This boy here, he's not too bad when he gets in the open space. That young Braxton Finnis.
Yeah, and young Boston Foley out there is having a strong game as well, as is the winger on this side. So the back three of Tauranga East have got off to a good start.
Here they go again, just picking and going around that ruck area. That must be one of the coach's tactics, eh? Keep it in close.
Yeah, and like I said, I've watched a few of the games. I haven't seen them do this in this tournament, but they're smart. They're smart. They know they need to lock up some of these forwards and tire them out. And what they're going to do, I think, is back their fitness.
Here we go. They kick the ball away, and they've given West the opportunity, which they probably don't really want to do. Nice clearing from the ruck. Another little quick chip kick there by Gardner. I think they'd be better off holding the ball, the West team.
Yeah, their kick game has been really good for them, but I sort of agree at this moment. What East is able to do, they're able to field the ball, bring it back strong through their back three, and then contain the ball. So West may have to look to, as you said, hold on to it.
You'll just notice as well this East side, when they're getting it out of the ruck, they're just a little bit flat off that first receiver there.
Yeah, that's right.
And because this defensive line of the Tauranga West is so flat, and one line there, see that? It's just giving them that little less space that they may need to try and get on the outside.
Yeah, and I think that sort of that depth will come if they can get some confidence and potentially some points on the board. But they're doing well here to contain Tauranga West early in this game.
Yeah, excellent ball retention. They've had the ball for about 6-7 phases here, and, you know, at this age, it's a lot.
That's right, and they've created some space here.
Yep. Yeah, good pass. Here he is. Bit of a chip kick. Well, he probably wanted that to go long. Aotearoa, good option, not a bad option, but just a bit shallow.
Yep, should have kicked the grass there, but hey,
yeah,
can't expect him to know all those things when he's only 11. He's had a good game, young Alex. I think his coach just told him there, hey, next opportunity, put it long.
Yep, no, he's had a good game. I like him. You can hear the coaches on the sideline getting amongst it, you know, so that's the passion that they've got and the love that they've got for the game.
That's right, you know. We all come here at the start of Ty Mitchell tournaments and we're quite quiet. At this time, 5 days into it, the reins are broken and all hell breaks loose and they're yelling from the sidelines as much as they can.
Oh, just unlucky there. That's the depth we were talking about, though.
That's right, yep. It was a good move, unfortunately. Just that muddy area there, Tūhoro couldn't quite hang on to it.
Yep, scrum in the middle of the field. This could be dangerous for the east side. But we'll just see what the Tauranga West team's got to offer here.
Yeah, it's interesting. We talked about it. You know, will they kick this or will they hold it? And it's easy to plug corners from midfield scrums. Quite often that's what's done. But like as we talked about, I hope they hold this and they run it. And Tuhoi didn't listen to me. He's kicking it.
Straight back to the Braxton Finnis. This could be danger if they haven't got a line up. Great little tackle there by McDermott. Managed to just get his ankles. Here he is.
McNamee again. He is a tank.
He's got some strength, that young man. Might have come in from the side there that IFO Olive. Good play there. Good strength shown there by...
Good counter ruck from Tauranga West, but... Yep. Great counter ruck from Tauranga West, and unfortunately Hunter Struthers, the captains, picked it up on the wrong side of ruck penalty.
Good offload there.
Here we go, number 27.
Good pace down the edge. Good defence though on the line by the East team. It's what we've been talking about. Their defence has been pretty good in the first 22 minutes.
Yeah, good work there from young Hodge from Tauranga East. And a penalty. So the resilience of East is showing up, Regan. I was out there, I'll be giving them a big pat on the back. They've done really, really well to contain this West team and turn this into a really good game. If they can find some position on the field, anything could happen.
Yeah, I think they're playing a really good conservative game when they've got the ball. They're just staying around the ruck and just keeping it, making those inches. And that's all you need as long as you're holding on to the ball.
Yep.
But I think their defence, has been really good for them. All right, the West on attack. McDermott goes wide.
This young boy, 13, Malo.
There goes McNamee on the ball. Might have it here. Unlucky. Another carry by Asera.
Yeah, his father, Afai, long-time Tauranga sports representative, will be watching this closely.
Over the ball, over! Go over!
Oh, East might be a little lucky there. No release, the ref said. Tackler's got to release. If you make the tackle, you've got to release, and then you can go for the ball.
Here he goes. This is a great battle between number 8 for Tauranga West and number 7 for Tauranga East of who can get the most carries.
There he goes again. These are the inches we're talking about that East were doing. West is trying their luck now.
That's right. You know how those forwards get when they get close to that line, Regan?
Yeah. Too greedy sometimes. Hey, I think... Well, he's got the try, has he? Over the line. Try there to number 16. Deacon Sylvester.
Well done to the little man. He got in there, they locked the ball in, pick and go, got himself over the line, and he's got himself a try in the final. Well done.
Yep, the forwards, as soon as they get the old white line fever, mate, there's no coming back, and the backs are yelling and screaming for the ball. I think if you watch the Blues play the Chiefs, mate, was it the Blues Chiefs or the Blues Crusaders? Sorry. They just needed to get it out wide, mate. I said to Cole Forbes, why didn't you call for the ball? He said, I was.
Oh, heartbreaking stuff for the Blues. They went all that way, and they had plenty of shots at the line in terms of pick and carry, but unfortunately didn't quite get over the line, and Crusaders go on to win it.
Nice kick there by Gardner. Takes the score out to 14 points to 0. Tauranga West, just unfortunate there. The East couldn't hold them out.
Yeah, the Tauranga West forward pack is very good. They've come up against a good forward pack in East, but they've done a great job. But also this winger out here, number 27's on his back, and I've been calling him Stephen Thompson, but there's no 27 on the list. So if I'm calling him by the wrong name, Aroha, mate.
We'll get his number at we'll get his name at half time, I think.
Good kick here.
Yeah, good take there under pressure by the prop, Aki Kenny. Just kept his eye on the ball all the way. Big kick downfield.
Good boy, Boston.
Boston Foley's had a good game, hasn't he?
He's had a very good game. Very solid player. Got a good frame on him for a winger.
Good carry here by Braxton Buchanan.
He's had a good tournament, young Braxton. He's a good player, but unfortunately it's been knocked on. Scrum to West over there on the sideline by the stadium.
These are those little mistakes that are sneaking in that they can't have in a final. You've got to try and keep a hold of the ball as long as you can.
That's right. You need to be ruthless with all the pill you get. Unfortunately, they've turned that one over.
Tauranga East really don't want the West side to score a try before half-time. They're still in the game here, the East side.
That's right.
Here we go. Good carry here by McDermott.
Very good carry.
Good hands there.
There's a little bit of space here.
Gardner. Good defence. Drove him back there. Snowden Richards. Good offload there. Tapini Mika takes it in. Bit of an overlap out there if Tauranga spread the ball. Big carry there. Sarah's having a great game.
He's having a very good game. Very talented.
Gardner, nice pass there by Gardner to McDermott. He'll go in again. East really didn't need that before half-time.
No, that's right. They didn't need it, but you've got to appreciate what West just did there. Huge carry from the number 8 in Sarah. And then through the quick hands of Gardner to McDermott. I guess some of the big players in their team combining to score in the corner. Very good try.
You have a look at this pass from Gardner on the replay if we see one. Just a beautiful flat draw pass. You know, you can see the skill in the young man.
Yeah, he's been brought up around sports. Young Gardner. His father was a very, very good rugby player, and his mother's an international touch player. So you'll remember his uncle Regan, Waira Maharawira, and he very much reminds me of a young Whitey.
Yes, I remember Whitey. He was a very good player back in his day.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's watching upon his nephew from above.
Here it is here. You just watch this nice pass here. Just nice and cool and calm. Draw pass. Gives it to the speed.
The quality across the board. Tauranga West. They need to compete for this kick this time. Sort of running up and just making the tackle, but it's actually there for the taking if they can get up in the air and compete for that ball. Goes to Sarah again.
Good hit there though, coming in from the centre from the east.
Yeah, he's a good defender.
Miller Ward, he might have hurt his shoulder though. There he is, just giving it a bit of a shake.
Yep.
Ripped
Good
out
still there from Tuhoro.
Excellent carry there by Snowden Richards.
We've got to send this wide.
Miller Ward might be on out wide if they can get it out wide quickly. Oh, bit of a wild pass there. Regathers it though, Finnis. Knocks it on. Oh, unlucky. Good pressure there by Tauranga West. Ref decides it's half time. Score 19 points to 0 to Tauranga West. Excellent first half by them. Really like to see the east side just getting that ball a bit wider and a little bit deeper in the second half.
Yeah, kia ora. It's going to be a big second half, and we hope that East can fight their way back into this one.
All right, whānau, we'll be back with the second half in a minute. All right, welcome back, whānau, to the second half of the Ty Mitchell 2025 final between Rotorua, Tauranga West and Tauranga East here at Rotorua Boys. Great first half there by the Tauranga West team. Tauranga East were getting amongst it. However, their Tauranga West defence and attack has just been a little bit better than the East side.
Yeah,
what are we looking to see in this half, Aotearoa?
Well, so far, Isera, the number 8, has been outstanding, and here he goes with another carry, as has McDermott. So if they can shut them down, Tauranga East can have a chance, but I'm hoping that Tuhoro Nuku, Snowden Richards can get his hand on the ball a bit more, and maybe even see Braxton Finnis, who's very, very quick for Tauranga East, get into some space.
Yeah, they just haven't had that opportunity to just, have the space to get around them. Like you say, Finnis, when he's in space, he is dangerous. That's what I'm hoping the East coaches have asked them to do for the second half, is spread the ball a little bit more, get a little bit deeper. This man here, he's been a workhorse, McNamee.
He has. And as quick as we're talking about, and Braxton is very, very quick, it seems that everyone in the Tauranga West backline is also very quick, so he's really up against it. But I think if they keep playing with the right attitude, anything can happen.
Yeah, here they go again. Pick and go around the ruck area. See Tapini Mika hit the ruck there.
Yeah,
Crowd wasn't happy about that one. He's a big boy.
Oh, he's been throwing himself around all tournament. Our young nephew from Ngāti Hangaro and Ngai Tūhoi, he's really got some mongrel in him.
Good ball retention this time from the East team. They're just picking and going. Good carry here. Huge accolades to the referee. He's been around the system for a long, long time. So, thanks for all the work that you put in, and to all the rest of the referees that have been working all week. Yep. And doing a great job, especially in the conditions that we've had this week. Without you guys, the game wouldn't be able to go ahead, so we really appreciate your guys' mahi.
Yeah, and he's had a very good game. What I like about him, there hasn't been too much whistle. Some people in finals can get a bit whistle happy, but he's been good, and he's communicating to the players all the time. Yeah,
and that's what he does do really well, communicates and lets everybody know what the penalty's for. But look at this East team, mate. They're just getting right amongst it.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. So rather than picking and going to the edges of the ruck, they were picking it up and actually going through the middle. So trying to test out Tauranga West to see if they've got defenders sitting in the boot. McNamee.
There he is. Big, strong run. Did he get over? Oh, he's held up. Excellent defence there by the Tauranga West team.
Looks like it's McDermott again. What a great game he's having.
Quick kick-off there.
Smart play from Te Hoi.
Here he goes. Good return there. Easter back into the pick and go.
Yeah, they've gone, and I see Tūhoronuku Snowden Richards has moved into the position of being the person who does the pick and go. He's coming from second five. He doesn't want the forwards to have all the glory, Regan.
There he is again. Just carried that. I did see him earlier on in this half have a carry too. So, like you say, mate, he wants to get amongst it.
He just works and works. Between him and McNamee, they get through a lot of work. So does this young halfback in Goodwin.
There they go. They've gone wide. Is he in? Finish. Yes, what a try. Great play there by the Tauranga East side. I think their plan might have worked there, but just having to go through the middle and then try and drag everyone into that ruck, and certainly, sure enough, everyone was in there, gave Finnis the opportunity to go for the corner.
Yeah, it's awesome. We talked about him at half-time, and he's come on and made an impact early. It was great build-up from the forwards, great attitude. I love the attitude that Tauranga East is playing with. There's underdogs in this game, but they're not playing like that. They've come out to win this.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can see the replay, because I think what they're doing, they're going through the middle, like you said earlier. If they're going to do that, then that means all the players have to come in, keep trying to stop them from picking and going. And eventually there will be some space out wide, and that's what young Finnis found.
Yeah, that's right. It's not the prettiest rugby, but the boys haven't come here to win a beauty contest, Reg. They've come here to try and get the gold however they can. Good on them.
There he goes here. Straight for the corner. Excellent try. Yep, it's not a beauty contest, Aotearoa, like the tournaments you used to play in. Especially those touch ones. Remember you used to shave your legs, oil them up before tournaments, mate?
Oh, that's right, mate. Get the flash haircut, dye the hair.
Excellent kick here. Nice height.
Big tackle from McDermott.
Good commitment to the ball, though, from the East player. Didn't shy away from it. West might have turned this over here. Big carry here from the 22 from West. Jackson Simpson's just come on to second half. Asira. Gardner puts McDermott into a gap. Look at him go. Great hole running by McDermott. He's going to go all the way.
Yeah, it's a great try from Tauranga West. It's the same combination again. Big carry from Asira. Then it's through nice slick hands through Gardner. McDermott finishes again. That combination is deadly.
Yeah, mate. And that's a hat trick to McDermott. But you watch the slide. Nice little sleight of hand by Gardner when he gets the ball. Just takes it to the line. No dramas. Just casually offloads it. And McDermott just runs through that hole. Bit of a dive into the mud.
That's right.
There he is there. Had an excellent tournament right throughout, 5 days. I think they were a little bit worried about his weight at the start of the week. He, as you know, it's 53 kilos weight. There it is here. Nice little pass there.
Great line.
Yeah. Great line by McDermott. Great offload by Gardner.
Yep. Very special.
Wonder how many times they've done that this tournament.
Yeah, that's right. They've certainly worked well together, and McDermott's now scored 3 tries in a Time Mitchell final with plenty of time to go. He's obviously a very special player.
Good take there by the 7, Bo Gosling. Good offload. There he is again, McDermott. Out to Zera. He's just a workhorse, this young man. Big carry there by Hooper. He's had a strong game. Here's Gardner. Offload.
Knock forward there.
Knocked forward by the west side there. Give East an opportunity. Just on the 10-metre line. Middle of the field.
Yep. You see Pete there, he moves the scrum a little bit just so they're not doing the scrum in the mud.
It's been an outstanding tournament this week, and just want to thank the organisers of this tournament, Rauri, Wihapi and Para Meha. Done a lot of work behind the scenes. Although Rauri has been a little bit crook this week with the flu, he's still turned up, and he's here for the kids. So thank you to Rauri and to Para and everybody else on that Ty Mitchell committee for the mahi that you've done.
Yeah, that's right.
It doesn't go unseen.
Yeah, huge mihi to those guys and the committee, and also a big mihi to Rotorua Boys College. Kohara mai mātou katoa ki raro i te manaakitanga mai te aroha o koutou, nō reira, he mihi nui ki a koutou raukura.
Yeah, Raukura had an awesome win too yesterday, so their first 15's going really well.
Yeah, they've been going really well. They lost early on to Tauranga Boys in the first up game of Super 8, but I think they're unbeaten since and looking.
Just a minute here, Aotearoa, here we go. McDermott again. Now, what's the pace like? Finnis is going to chase him down.
Great chase from Finnis.
Big fan though by McDermott. Nice offload. West regather. Here he is again, McDermott. Good tackle there though by young Tuhoro. Snowden Richards. West, they just love taking the ball forward, don't they? Especially that young boy, Asira. Another carry by Hooper.
He's had a good game. He's actually had a good tournament.
Great defence though. Looks like it was McNamee, went straight down on the ball.
Yeah, and
that's what he's been good at.
He's been good. And great chase from Finnis there when it looked like potentially McDermott was in for his fourth try. Braxton's chased him down and stopped him. Goes young Mina Aifu. Good run upfield.
Good work there by Asira. He's been asked to take his hands off though. Here they go again. Pick and go through the middle. Miller Ward, the centre, he's right amongst it. Just unlucky there, might have just ran into his own man. Looks like that's what the scrum, he's been called back for the scrum for. Just picked it up and he might have ran straight into his own man.
Made a couple of subs here. We just see that number 17 for Tauranga West, Max Wood, has come in to the field, as has number 19, young Manaia Reardon from the Rangataua Rugby Club.
Right, West to put the ball in. 26-5, 12 minutes into the second half, 18 to go. And that will be the end of the Ty Mitchell 2025. Here it goes again, Asira. Beautiful footwork to get around the outside of Hollows. Great individual try there by young Asira, Kale Asira. What a try.
That was a great try. He deserves that. He's been working hard all game. He's looked like a threat all game. I'm not surprised that he's got this ability to run in long-range tries as well. He looks like a special athlete.
Yeah, if you just watch the replay here, watch this in and away. Boom. Big step. Too big, too fast, mate. Number 8, one to watch for the future.
That's right, and he's not running around slow players there. He's just a very good player. So, yeah, big shout out to his dad, Awhai, that's been here all week supporting him. He's had a great tournament.
Here we go here. Young Gardner, he's had an exceptional game. Conversion's unsuccessful though. Score remains 31 points to 5 to the Tauranga West side. There must be something in the water at Tauranga Intermediate, I think, Aotearoa,
Yeah, well,
this year.
they put a lot of focus into their rugby, but a lot of these boys played last year and got thumped in the final for Te Puke, and I think that's the fire that really drives them this year. They wanted to come back and rectify that.
Yeah, and like you said in the girls' game, the principal's got something special for these boys if they
Yeah,
win.
that's right. He sent me the message that if Tauranga West teams win both finals, he's going to shout the whole school Burger King. So lock that in, children. You're all getting Burger King when you get back to school on Monday.
What a top man Mr. Mitchell is. 1,300 students, Burger King. They'll be able to retire, the owners of Burger King. Good strength shown there by McNamee. He's going to go a long way, that boy. Heard a few stories about him, about what he does, you know, when the kids go for a swim and things. He'll be watching a video or a live stream of one of the games that are coming up, or one of the teams that's coming up, and, you know, those are the players that you want. Put in the extra work, eh?
Yeah, I'm lucky enough. My young fellas in this Tauranga East team is a young year 6, and James has taken him under his wing and taught him how to watch footage and what to look out for. So, yeah, great kid.
Here we go. Another big carry from Asira. Offload.
Great offload from Mika, but unfortunately it went to the other team.
The West side are starting to throw the ball around, which is good in this final. I think the East need to follow suit. You know, I don't think the pick and go is going to work for them with 15 minutes to go. They really need to do something a little bit more extravagant than trying to go up the middle.
Yeah, it's worked well for them. I think it's sort of brought them into this game, but I think at this point it's now sort of playing a little bit what you see and chancing your arm, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But you're not going to get another time to a final again, so why not use the ball?
Especially if you're a year 8. But yeah, it's they've worked hard, this East side, really hard.
They've played this game with great attitude, and they can be very proud of themselves. And there's still 15 minutes or so to go. I'd love to see them get over the line a couple more times.
Advantage here to the East side. Looks like the Tauranga West side might have been offside. Here they go again, picking and going up the middle. No advantage. Ref will take them back for a penalty. Good ball retention, eh, Lou? You've got to give the East side that. You know, they're taking the ball up 3-4 metres at a time.
Yeah, that's right.
And they're managing to hold on to the ball. So, you know, their coaches have done really well teaching them how to carry, seal,
Big run.
Go again, carry, seal, go again.
That's right. There's a big run there from Te Rua Pavez. See that red hair flowing, and another carry from Tuhoro.
The Matapi boy. There he is there, latching onto his mate. Can be a little bit frustrating as a defender when the teams are doing this.
Yeah, that's right. But West is up to this sort of battle.
Yeah.
They love the contact. But East is doing well to retain it and suck some of these forwards in. They'll be looking for an opportunity soon to spread it wide to potentially Braxton Finnis.
Looks like the Tauranga West team might have been told, though, not to take too many to the ruck, because you'll be able to see that they've spread the line. Here he is, a little good goosey there by young Hollows. Oh, ripped away, though, by Tauranga West. There it is, it's that man again, Asira, getting it wide to McDermott. Good skills there shown by McDermott to offload to Riley Keeper Nabs.
It's a great play to get themselves out of trouble. Just when it looked like potentially a mistake was going to be made and East may score, they've run it out to the 22.
Good turnover there by the East. It's that man again, McNamee. He'll come close to the tournament team. Potentially player of the tournament, mind you, though, there's a few boys in that west side who are stepping up.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There's McNamee can be very proud of himself, though. And here we go.
Yes.
It's a tūhoro.
Unlucky there by Snowden Richards. Might have been held up. No advantage, though. The ref decides to go back for a penalty. Offside. Might be the second time that he's called them offside. The West team, they might need to look out. Might get the yellow card.
And this is what the pick and go game can do to teams. When you're on the defensive team, it can be frustrating, as you said, and often you can give away penalties. Pete's not the type of person just to blow the whistle a lot, though. So West will be just looking to make their tackles, stay patient. They're still winning this game. They don't need to panic.
Here they go again, attacking the line. Ripped out by the West side. No release. Ref said. Can hear the coaches in the East team. Go, go, go. Don't wait. Think that might have been Lane Wright from the Mount.
You can tell that voice.
Turn over to the West.
Oh, they don't need that.
Yeah, they don't need that. He's going to give him the call up. Come to me. Looks like they're getting a bit of a telling off for yelling at the ref or answering the ref back.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than that, mate. Hey, there's only one ref on the field, Aotearoa.
That's right. And I think whoever did that is lucky because Pete was looking for him, but he couldn't figure out who had done the yelling.
Yeah. I remember back when we were playing Aotearoa, you just left the ref alone, let him do his job, mate.
Yeah, that's what all your teammates did, Regan.
All right, here we go. 31 points to 5. 10 minutes to go. 2025 Ty Mitchell final. There he is, McDermott. Nice fend. Chip kick skills. Good soccer skills shown there by Gardner. Oh, he's still going. Who's going to get it? Oh,
he's trying to
stop. Over. Excellent following up support play there by Nafoi Samalu, and he gets the extras, mate.
Yeah, great try there from, I think they're calling him Razor. Great try from Razor there. Might have pinched it off Te Hoi, but he won't mind that.
Look at this, mate. Big fan, chip down.
Yeah.
Little Hollows chasing it up. Great kick there by Gardner. Might have just got tripped up a little bit there. There he is. Nice.
Great.
Nice support play, though, by the number 13, Nafoi Samalu.
Yeah, we often talk about young kids being comfortable in the contact. Good conversion there from Te Hoi. And sometimes the way you can see it is Te Hoi making really, really late passes, and also McDermott makes a really late fend, so they're obviously comfortable around their contact area.
Yeah, man, I really like this Gardner. He's a silky smooth player. Just his passing, nice little passes, delicate hands.
Doesn't look fussed.
Doesn't look fussed. Nice control, that's what he's got. Score 38 points to 5. Good to see that the East players, the East coaches are giving their players a run.
Yeah, good one. So, see the young fellas come on, a little year 6, and he's marking one of these Lasanga brothers out here on the wing. So awesome that these people get to experience a Ty Mitchell final.
John T. All here, number 17. Way to go, boy. Year 6.
Interesting to see what they do. He does the 8 go again. Yep, he's big.
Here he goes.
Stay here, John.
Big carry. Offload here. Nice quick play there by the 10 from Tauranga West. Oh, he's shown all types of skills. Gardner,
Wow.
little kick pass. Oh, what a try. Nafoi Samalu once again. Try number 2. But what about the skill of Te Hui Gardner?
Yeah, it's quality try. And he's not just a good, doesn't just have a big boot, he has a very accurate boot as he's shown there. So well done Te Hui and well done Razor for your awesome try.
That is just skill, mate. Next level skill, especially at this age.
It seems like every time Isera, the 8, gets the ball, there's always an option after that, or always a threat after that. He's sucking in all sorts of defensive players, lots of numbers, and then it's creating space for all his teammates.
Yeah, well, he's breaking that defensive line, isn't he? And it's causing the east side to just be all over the show. And like you say, it's dragging a lot of players in. They're getting it out wide. So it's been, actually a class act from that number 8. The 15, Te Hui Gardner, 25, McDermott. But in saying that, the whole Tauranga West team have, been pretty exceptional right throughout this tournament.
That's right. I love the attitude from Tauranga East there, though. The captain waved down and said, let's all run back. And they're all heads up, running back. They're not going to give up easy. They're going to keep fighting.
Nice pass there from the Tauranga West halfback, Oliver Preston. Might have played the ball on the ground there. Yeah, unfortunate. Here he is there, Preston, quick tap. Te Hui Gardner. This time he'll put up a bomb. Find some space. Good chase by McDermott.
Yep. It's a lethal kicking, accurate kicking game backed up with a strong chase. Very tough for kids to stop.
Yeah, the West Side is a well-oiled machine this year, Aotearoa. They're sort of dominated like the Te Puke side did last year. Nice long pass. Good hands out to the winger. Oh, big step there. Huge step. Good defence, though, coming across by number 15 for Tauranga East. He's not going to give in Harrison Goodwin.
Yeah, he's had an awesome tournament, young Harrison, and he'll keep working all day. Awesome to see little Lasanga out there get the ball. His dad, Benny, will be very proud of that. They're staunch Tauranga West whānau with all his brothers, Gideon, Kele and Penny, all playing for Tauranga West in previous years.
Yeah, mate. Brilliant players, silky smooth. Those young Fijian boys, the Lasangas, watched them play the other week actually for Tauranga Sports against Te Puke. Both of them, brilliant. Brilliant to watch.
Yeah, very talented.
East to put in. Big kick downfield. Not sure if you really want to do that with Gardner. Here he is.
I'll go all the way here.
Yeah, just you wanted to keep the ball in hand. Te Hui Gardner, you don't want him to have the ball in the space. He is a talented young man with a huge future ahead of him. And I'm sure his whānau will be proud of the final that he's played today.
Yes, whānau, they've been here for the last couple of days supporting. They all come over and get in behind their boy. They'll be very proud of him. For Te Hui, this is actually his third year of Taimatu. He came into Tauranga West as a year 6 many years ago. And I know he didn't like the loss last year against Te Puke, so it's a bit of a bit of a comeback for him and a chance for him to get over those demons from last year.
And he's done that with class, mate. I tell you. Might have just fallen short there. Te Hui Gardner. Score though, 48 points to Tauranga West, 5 points to Tauranga East. has been a class act from the Tauranga West team, but like you said earlier, Tauranga East have had they've put out a good challenge. They've tried their hardest, they've tried a couple of things going up the middle. However, this West team is just a little bit of...
That's right. You can't say anything wrong about Tauranga East. They've played with the right attitude. They've played with good tactics. It just hasn't come their way. Unfortunately, they've come up against a very talented Tauranga West side.
Good counter ruck there coming in from the East. They're not going to give up, though. Good on you. And there you go. They got the penalty from it. Good on you, boys. East coaches, you'll be proud of your boys after this, mate. They've had a good tournament. Made the final. He's not going to give up, McNamee. No release.
No release there, even though McNamee had his knees on the ground. The tackler has to release before they can have a jackal at it.
Good carry there by Ward. He's had a strong game.
Very good.
Finish. Good defence there by Te Hoi Gardner. He can tackle too, so that's a good thing. You can be the best attacker in the world, but you've got to be able to defend, does he, though?
Yeah, that's right. And he'll learn that as he excels in different sporting programs, that attack is just as important. Defence is just as important as attack.
All right, here we go. The East team going to go up the middle. Hopefully they can score here to finish off on a positive note.
Yeah, this young Austin Lee, he's been good off the bench for Tauranga East this tournament.
Penalty there to the East. Quick tap, mate.
Yeah, they're going to have to... They'll tap, they'll keep running. I think one thing for East that they could potentially look at next year, some different options off the penalties, but they're doing well. McNamee always gets them going forward, so you can't argue with it.
He's had a superb tournament, that young boy, number 7 for the East team. Really hope they get over the line, the East team, just to finish off on a positive. They've had a great tournament. Both teams have had an awesome tournament. They've managed to hold them up, have they? Oh no, McNamee's got it. There he goes. Deserves a try. Good strength. Yes, sir. Well done, mate. Excellent tournament there too. The number 7, James McNamee, deserves the try.
That's right. And we talked about they've kept a really good attitude despite being way behind on the scoreboard. You've got to appreciate their courage and resilience to just keep coming.
Just watch on the replay, you just watch how low this young McNamee gets, and then he just puts in the leg drive and gets over there, for a well-deserved try. Although the score is 48-10, to be fair, the score doesn't reflect how hard this game was for the West team.
Yeah, that's right, because they've had their way with teams over this tournament, but Tauranga East has been able to contain them for parts. But it's congratulations, big congratulations to Tauranga West, all their whānau and their coaching staff, very well-deserved winners of the 2025 Ty Mitchell tournament.
Yeah, congratulations to Tauranga West, well done. Awesome to the coaches, Fletcher Carpenter and Lee Vaughan and Blair Tristram. Awesome work, guys. Tauranga East, commiserations, boys. You played really well. But that's it, whānau. That's us for the 2025 Ty Mitchell tournament here at Rotorua. Look forward to seeing you all next year for the Ty Mitchell tournament. And appreciate your viewing on the live stream. And thanks to all our sponsors, New Zealand Wasps, Legend, One Foundation, and more importantly, Local Gecko Foundations. And to Atiro, what a find, mate, commentator of the year.
I want to say a big
jumping on board, mate.
I want to say a big thank you to you, Regan. Awesome work this week.
Do it again.